Hello everyone, this is Sanjay and this is the fifth session on UNIX concept. In the earlier session, we have talked about VI editor, and in this session, we're going to talk about SED editor, and the full form of SED is stream editor, right? And you can see here that SED is a non-interactive editor. So first of all, let's understand what are interactive editor. Let's take an example of this Notepad++. Here I can write something. If I want to delete, I can delete the content, right? If I want to search some string, then I can use Control F button and this dialog box will come up in order to find out some particular word. If you want to replace something, then I can use Control H button and again this dialog box will come. So the tools which are having these kind of facility, opening the file, writing on the file, and saving the file content. These kind of operations, if any editor is allowing you, it means that editor is an interactive editor. But in case of SED, SED is a non-interactive editor. If you have to work on any file, then you will have to write the command like this. And in the background, the changes will happen inside your file, right? So in order to explain you the concept of SED, I have created one file, r.txt. So let's jump into Git Bash and start practicing few of the SED command. Let me open Git Bash and show you my present working directory. Inside this directory, I have this file and let me show you the content of this file. This is the content. Now let's say with the help of SED command, I want to print only those lines which are getting started with this India word. So what is the command for that? We have to write SED, then two single quotes. Inside these two single quotes, we're going to write our pattern. Then after that, you will have to write your file name, right? Just remember that you will have to keep two slashes. So these two slashes are nothing but delimiter. After that, what you have to write is you have to write your pattern after this first slash, and our pattern is we have to print those lines which are getting started with this word, right? So what is the operator which will tell you the beginning of the line, right? So in Unix, we have this cap letter which represents the beginning of the line. After that, we have to write our pattern. Our pattern is this word, India, and we want to print it, right? So in order to print it, we will have to write P here. Here P represents that we want to print that line which getting started with India, right? So let me run this command and see the output. Wherever this pattern got masked, like the lines which are getting started with India, if you notice over here that those lines got printed twice, right? So basically this is a by default behavior of SED is to print the content of the file. And after that, we are explicitly telling SED to print those lines where this pattern is getting matched. That's why you can see over here that the lines where the pattern was matching got printed twice. If you check the first line, it got printed twice. The second line, it got printed only once because this line is not getting started with India. Again, the third line, which is starting from India, got printed twice, and the fourth line got printed only once. Similarly, guys, if you want to print only those lines which are getting ended with India word, then the command for that is you have to type SED, again the quotes, then the file name, and inside the quotes you have to give your pattern. So we will have to give three slashes over here. As for substitution, then you will have to give your pattern. Our pattern this time is India, and in order to denote the end of the line, we have to use this ampersand symbol. Then by which you want to replace it, we want to replace it with IND, and we want to print it. Then again we have to give P, and let's run this command and check the output. See, this first line again got qualified because this is only containing a single word, and that is India. So in both the cases, this line got qualified. Let me show you the content of the file. So you can see this line got printed twice, and rest of the line, second line, third line got printed only once, and the last line got printed twice again. So guys, I want to tell you one more thing, that you can replace this delimiter with any another character. Let's say I want to give the delimiter as colon rather than the forward slash, then we can do something like this and the command will work properly. So let's say I am only interested on those lines where this particular pattern is getting masked, and I only want to print that line only once, right? So in order to do that, we will have to add one switch over here, -n. And now if I will run this command, then you can see wherever the pattern is matching, only those lines are getting printed, and they are getting printed only once, right? Now let's say I want to do some find and replace kind of thing, and wherever we have India, I want to replace that India word with I and D. Okay, so what is the command for that? Let me show you the content of the file first, and then we're gonna do our operation. So the command for that is again sed, then you have to write two quotes, then you have to write your file name. Now in this case, we have to give our delimiter thrice rather than twice in compared to the previous commands where we were giving this delimiter twice. Here we have to give it 3 times, right? So first of all, we will have to write S. S represents substitution. And what is my pattern? My pattern is India. I want to replace India with a word which is I and D. Okay, and let me run this query and let's check the output. So we can see over here, wherever we were having India, it got replaced with IND, right? In the second line, we do not have any word as India. In third line, we had India and it got replaced with IND. If you notice the fourth line here, you can see that we have India 3 times, first, second, and third. And if you will see the output, you can see over here that only the first occurrence of India got replaced with IND, and other two occurrence of India did not get replaced with the pattern which we have given. So why it had happened? Because after the third slash, we have to give some integer digit, right? So let's say if I will give 1, it means that I'm only interested to replace the first occurrence. So here, if I will say that if I will not give any digit over here, and if I will give 1, these two commands will do the same thing. Let me run this command and check the output. See, again, the command is same, right? And let me tell you one thing, these changes are not happening in place, right? What I mean is, whatever content you are seeing over here, this content is not getting saved inside r.txt. If you want to do that, you have to write -i switch. And in that case, whatever content you are seeing in the screen, it will not get printed, rather than it will get redirected to r.txt, and these content will replace the earlier content of r.txt. But I want to show you these contents in the laptop screen, so I will not use this -i button. Right now, let's see another command. Now I am interested in only changing the second occurrence of India. In that case, I will have to keep this command. Let's run this quickly and check the output. Now you can see the first occurrence of this India is unchanged, and the second occurrence got changed with IND. Similarly, in the last line, first occurrence is unchanged, second occurrence got changed, and third occurrence is again unchanged. Let me run again the same query, and this time let me give 3. Now in the last line, you can notice first and second occurrence are unchanged, and third occurrence got changed with IN. Now let's say I don't want to give this integer character over here. Rather than I want to replace each and every India word with IND. In that case, what you have to do is you have to replace this integer, and you can write G over here. What is the meaning of G? G is saying that you have to replace the content globally, right? It doesn't matter if it is coming once, twice, or thrice. Wherever you find out this pattern India, you have to replace this pattern with IND. Let me run this command and check the output. See, now this time in the fourth line, everywhere we have IND. Before moving ahead, let me show you if you want to save the output of this command inside this r.txt only, then how we're going to do it. Like I have earlier said, you will have to use -i switch. Let me run this command and check the output now. See, this time this output did not get printed in my laptop screen. Rather than this output got redirected to r.txt. Let's check the content of r.txt. And now inside r.txt, every India word should have got replaced with IND, right? Let me check the output and cross check it. See, every content got replaced with IND. Now, another use case of SED is you can also delete the line, and the syntax for that is you will have to write SED, again, 2 single quotes, your file name, and you will have to give the line number. Let's say I want to delete line number second, and so I will have to give integer 2, and after that I will have to give d. So you can remember it like this, d is for deletion. And now let's run this command and check the output. See, this time this second line did not got printed. That means it got deleted. I would again like to highlight this point that this operation is not happening in this file. It's just that it is printing the output of this command. If you want that the changes should reflect in this file, then you will have to use -I switch. So let's say you want to delete some range of lines. I can give this sequence by using comma, 2, comma 4. So now this time every line from 2 to 4 will get deleted. Let me run this command and check the output. Now we can only see the first line. The line number 2, 3, and 4 got deleted, right? So guys, this video was for basic learning of SAT. I am not going into some advanced use cases of SAT. Please keep practicing and take care.